It is Friday the 13th.
Oh, spooky.
Spooky indeed, but really spooky last night.
Get
I
on
wanted
here.
to lead off by saying, Scotty, I do feel bad for you.
Yeah. Hearts go out.
You don't
Thoughts and prayers.
I know, but I do feel bad. Last night, Broncos lose 19-8.
Cover the
As
spread.
bad as it could have been.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they
They
did.
lost by 11.
Yeah, it's 10 and a half.
That last field goal by the Chiefs to ice the game.
If you took them live.
If you took them live, correct. They probably covered.
Yep.
Scotty, I do feel bad for you. Zach take an L challenge, impossible.
100% win rate.
Shelby, say something nice about Zach Challenge Impossible.
I love your shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, so there was a podcast I was listening to, and they were drafting which franchise have the most bleakest outlook right now.
Oh, fuck.
And
It doesn't look good.
Yeah, the Broncos were a clear-cut number one.
You think so?
The Panthers were up there, but it's also like Bryce Young is 5 games into his career.
Yeah.
The problem
I'd say
is-
the Bears are the same, but they've got a ton of cap space and 2 early first round
It's
picks.
definitely the Broncos because they have so much money wrapped into their players. That's the problem. Players they thought were good and are just ass.
Yeah, releasing 2 guys that you just gave some money to not that long ago doesn't help.
We
Spin
traded
zone,
Gregory.
spin zone. The
Transaction.
Raiders. The Raiders were up there as one of the bleakest.
There you go.
You're kind of moving steadfast into the night with Jimmy Garoppolo in a division with
2
Herbert
years or
Mahomes.
3 years on his
It
contract.
was a 3-year deal. Over 67
The
million.
third would be an option, but
Probably.
you've got cap space issues with him this year and
Yeah.
next year.
Other bleak. Patriots are bleak.
Ooh, yeah.
Bleak.
Patriots are bleak.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Although that defense
Last
is
night
pretty
was
good.
fun. Though. Last night, despite the loss, was fun because I think I don't know if I said this on my on the podcast before, my podcast, but it's at least I don't have to argue oh well the Broncos still have a shot. It's no, I mean we're back.
Yeah.
It's pretty consensus. There's no
Embrace the
arguments here, bro. They suck.
Embrace the tank.
Spin
Yeah.
zone. Defense looked okay.
Defense looked okay, but
Except that one
offense-
guy who decided not to tackle Patrick Mahomes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think he thought he was gonna actually use the block. Mahomes was gonna use his blocker and try to go to the sideline, and then he guessed wrong. But the offense, I don't know how you don't think. I've been watching Broncos stuff all night, live after the game. They do, and it's just they're all kind of numb to it at this point.
Yeah.
But and I kind of agree with them, is the fact that how do you not look at the game and the offense and think Sean Payton doesn't have something up his sleeve? It's either there's only 2 options. It's either Sean Payton's lost it, doesn't have it, or he's intentionally putting his team in bad situations. And I choose to believe number 2.
Really?
I do. I actually
is
think
worse?
so.
Coach would do that?
I don't know, dude. Look at Russell Wilson's press conferences after losses. Last year was so much worse than this year. And people think this is the worst year as a Broncos fan, and I wholeheartedly disagree. In comparison to last year, it was terrible. Maybe because of just my expectations were higher last year, and I didn't really have them this year. But Sean Payton, Russell Wilson looks defeated, and he sounds defeated. He doesn't have that corny, fucking uplifting despite a loss kind of fakeness to his vibe anymore. So I really think that I hope that there's a conspiracy because I need tanks.
Just to clarify, last year the Broncos 2-4 at this point with Nathaniel Hackett.
Yeah, it was worse. The wins felt like losses.
Yeah, but you had one more win than you do this year, and you didn't give up 70 points last year.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. It just didn't hurt as much. It doesn't hurt as much.
Okay.
Last year, it was watching Russell Wilson after the hype and the the offseason excitement that I had for him and the expectations, and the Broncos are going to be Super Bowl contenders. Watching what he did last year and was just garbage, way worse than the Broncos just being straight up shitty.
I just thought maybe with the Dolphins putting up 70 with someone who could have been your head coach, and then the whole Nathaniel Hackett thing.
No, I don't care. Well, the Hackett thing was that fucking hack job terrorist through a pit. Let him celebrate, whatever. But the Hackett thing hurt. Mike McDaniels was never going to be a fucking Broncos coach, so we can just scrap that.
Yeah, they didn't interview him.
Right, so that's not even a thing. And yeah, I mean, fuck it, man. What else?
Zach, do you want to get in front of your game of the year?
Not really.
Zach, we have a podcast.
I'm facing my demon, Zach.
Yeah, so
Let it be known real quick that Zach is having a Halloween party Saturday, and I'm excited for it. But he's also not going to dress up.
I haven't had time to think about that yet.
You took a nap today.
I know. I told you I was taking time to work on my. I told you I was taking time to work on my mental health.
So go ahead, game of
Game
the
of the year. Game of the year.
Yeah. So, let me be the first to say, it's regrettable. I wouldn't go as far to say I'm sorry because when you start second guessing yourself, that's when you've
you
lost
take
the battle.
L's, and that wouldn't be your way.
Nope.
That's why I was proud of you.
Yeah.
Because I thought the whole Zach never take an L. I thought you were going to be like, just make this whole video about the Packers and how the refs cheated you or something.
No,
but you didn't.
Jordan Love cheated me by just not playing football.
Yeah.
So
there it is.
I mean, you can't control when players decide to actually absolutely shit the bed. You can't handicap for that. The defense gave the Packers offense every opportunity to put the game away multiple times.
The one interception Love threw. I think it was the first one.
Straight to him.
Oh my god! It was like it was meant for the dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and
actually the perfect pass.
on the last interception, he had so much room to scramble.
Yeah.
And so much time left.
And
could have threw it away.
LaFleur is pointing down there to Christian Watson because he was so wide open.
Yeah, he was getting open. He was open in like the short route.
Yeah. So, but you know what? I'm not the only person to have lost a game of the year. I mean, you've got people who do this professionally who've already lost 2 games of the year.
I haven't personally.
You haven't given one out. You got to put one out to actually win one.
On the table.
I've put one out.
The saving grace was the nuclear missile whale play from Sunday night, which San Fran. That was nice. So that gave me a good 24 hours of joy before.
Scotty, when did you put out?
I knew you were gonna do this, Shelby.
What?
Just call me out. Fuck, man. Hold on.
I just don't remember it.
He didn't.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I totally did. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Hold on, let me look.
That's the sound of a guy who definitely didn't give out a game of the year.
Yeah, I remember my games of the year because usually I go like 6-2 that week. One of the losses is the game of the year. That was in Vegas.
Kind of what happened to me
in Vegas. The Browns -1 against the Falcons was my game of the year.
Oh.
And Jake, Scotty's brother-in-law, new to betting, decides to put 100 on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, now that you tailed that, are you ready for my game of the millennium? Which one? Chiefs +2.5 in Tampa, Sunday Night Football over in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that game was electric.
Yeah.
Where I was just getting drunk, waiting to go to the airport. Watching,
Yeah, you were
sitting at the bar with this random Chiefs fan and his ugly wife.
I've had 2 game of the years in my head.
All right. I know we joke about Zach never taking an L, but credit to him.
Bills Dolphins week 4. I knew Bills are going to kill the Dolphins. They won 48-20 after the Broncos.
I wish you had told us about that.
But is there anything documented?
I picked them on the podcast.
You didn't say it was a game of the year, though.
I whispered it.
No.
All right,
listen.
Saints last week
Not how
against
that
the
works.
Patriots was my game of the year.
My game of the year
sorry.
last week was the 49ers against the Cowboys. -3.5. We all chose it. It was consensus.
Dude, I know
consensus game of the year.
When Nathan walked in on Sunday and said that he had Patriots -1 or whatever because that was Stu's makeup, I knew we were good when he came in.
Oh, when we had the Saints.
We both had Saints and he came in and was like, "Oh yeah, New England are gonna kill." I was like, "Nathan, you follow Stu Feiner way too much with your bets."
Yeah,
it's like this is not the Patriots are bad.
And it's funny on that show, because he makes picks and then like Sunday night football, he's like I'm the Sunday Night King. Go to my website or whatever. And Big Cat always jokes like he's taking the underdog in the under. Like every time. Yeah. And then like the next week when they reveal, it's like it's always the underdog and under.
Yeah. He just gives it out.
Yeah, Big Cat just spoils it completely. He's like, it's dog and under.
That's funny.
All right. So do we have to keep talking about it, or are we good?
I mean, no, I didn't appreciate the shot at me and Nathan in the video. The video was so fucking funny, by the way. I'll give you props. Didn't love how it turned into Nathan getting roasted was great.
Yeah.
But it was kind of warranted with you going radio silent.
Yeah.
And like I put in a shame gif in the chat, and that was just for the radio silence, not the game of the year loss, because I've lost game of the year. Mm-hmm. And then me being a perpetual fence rider when I had the Packers. It's tough.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he pushed though.
Yeah, there's the whoops. Did push.
What did you have the Packers?
It was that DraftKings opt-in whatever.
Oh.
+4.
I had +3.5.
I'm gonna have to pick a game of the year and not even.
Scotty, what was your bet in the Packers Raiders game?
Come on.
He bet the Raiders, didn't he?
Yeah. Thanks, Zach.
That's a bad friend.
No, it's not.
That is a bad friend.
No, it's not.
I can see you doing it. Look
in the video.
Listen. He's lucky he didn't bring it up, or else he'd be getting. The video would have been different.
Of course, I didn't bring it up.
7.5 minutes long.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have brought it up either.
Why would I?
If Nathan were to give a game of the year, then if we all took the opposite, that would be acceptable. But I mean, come on, you gonna do that to me?
Here's the thing, Zach. I took the Raiders, but I rooted for the Packers the whole game.
Okay, that's why they lost. Okay, just like
you
gave out a game of the year.
Well,
here's the other thing.
I had
Zach.
Jordan Love. I needed Jordan Love to do well. I was rooting for that.
Oh yeah, Scotty and Zach, you each had like. My dream or my great fantasy like scenario is that like I just have the Monday night quarterback and I need like an average game.
Yeah.
And they go off for me to win. And you guys had that scenario twice, back-to-back weeks, and both times the quarterback's just terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, just tank.
That's why Dan Jones is not a starter on my team anymore, and I'm all the better for it.
Also, I'll say this, Zach. I've been just like trying to force a game of the year of my own.
Ooh.
Yeah, I have to now.
Right. Like everyone. I think it should be standard. We all give a game of the year this year. Mm-hmm. But I'm also like I'm trying to force it.
Yeah.
So if I like,
you gotta let it come to you.
I know. If I like a bet a little bit, I'm like that might be my game of the year. I'm like, I'm
just surprised, Zach. You
You'll
took
know
a
it when
game
you
of the
see
year.
it.
Yeah.
That seemed like a rat line, right?
I don't know. I felt good about it.
Did it speak to you in the moment while we were on the call, or while we were on the podcast?
No, I knew I was going to take it when I was looking at lines before we started recording when Shelby was here.
Oh, okay.
That's why I bummed that Shelby had to leave before we did Boardwalk.
Oh.
Molly, party foul.
It's like, what's your handicap, Zach? Raiders are bad. They've never been
like
good.
Trump there.
More than that.
That's why I did it.
But I did get nervous when I saw like a bunch of the money was on Green, or a bunch of the bets were on Green Bay.
I hated that.
But then like last night, like 70% of the tickets or 76% of the bets were on the Chiefs, and then someone put in there it's like NFL teams getting more than 65% of the bets are like now 64% against the spread this year. So it's like sharps and shambles. But yeah, obviously the Packers had all the chances in the world to win that game. McDaniel's not going for it on 4th and 1 when he needed 1 yard to win the game. And either way, he'd just have to stop them from scoring a touchdown.
That was small brain energy.
Hilarious. All right. Cleared the air a little bit. Broncos are out of the way.
Yeah.
Game of the year out of the way. All right, stand and bunk. Scotty.
My bunk is going to be fantasy football trades.
Uh-huh.
I'm done trading in our league now.
Why?
Forever.
Why?
Because of the narrative.
What narrative? We got trades done.
Scotty trade rapes.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that R word either, Shelby. No, every time I
trade assaults.
Every time I come up with a trade, it's like, oh, here comes Scotty with a bad trade, and then
stop offering bad trades.
In my defense, 2 people not on this podcast have reached out to me being like, Scotty just offered me the most dog shit trade in the world.
Oh my god, dude! Because you've set the reputation, and so any trade that I cock up, concoct, any trade that I create, people are automatically gonna be like, "What's this fucking bullshit? Fucking bitch offering me this fucking trash ass fucking." Like, who do I even have? Stephon. Like, if I offered Stephon Diggs, you'd be like, yeah, like, after he had fucking 26, he's going to go downhill. It's like, I offered Puka Nacua, and he's like, you're just doing this because Cooper Kupp is coming back. And it's like, well, that's true, but, like, a good fantasy football owner should know that he's still going to be a wide receiver 1. Even if I'm stupid, you're supposed to want to, trade for that.
I don't know. I feel like you've done the majority of the legwork in giving yourself that reputation. I don't think anything that we've done has been the lion's share of building that reputation for you.
Well, 75% of the bad trades, I have offered some bad trades, but 75% of the trades that have gone through in the last like 3 or 4 or even 5 years have been offered to me, and all I have to do is press the accept button.
That's another angle.
Sure.
I mean, I can't fault him if it's a bad trade offered to him. I'm just speaking on what was said to me from 2 unnamed players.
Tell
in
me
the league
right now
that
who
aren't
they
in this
are.
podcast.
Tell me who they are right now.
That are just
if it's
like,
Corey, I fucking hate that dude.
I am trying to find it.
Corey said...
it was over the phone. This one that I'm picking up.
Corey said he's got having a fire sale going on, that even Mahomes is on the table. And I made him an offer. I don't know if he's going to take it or not.
This unnamed person said, Scotty made me a borderline insulting offer that soured my appetite for any trade talk, so you can blame him. I ran it through the trade analyzer, and it said, you really have to ask us.
Who was it? Who was it?
Who do you think it was?
No,
you guess.
He offers so many. It's like, who was it?
No, I mean, like, who was? Because I remember.
I want to fucking know.
I offered Kenny in the beginning of the year. I offered him Jalen Hurts and Stephon Diggs for Justin Jefferson. Glad that he didn't fucking accept it, but
You offered Stephon Diggs and Jalen Hurts for Justin Jefferson?
yes, at the beginning of the year.
Have to ask Kenny when he comes in this week.
Yeah, is
If
Kenny
that's
the one who
real.
said that?
No.
Oh, so it was Corey.
No.
So why wouldn't you just say it out loud?
I won't say it out loud.
Why?
I'm protecting my source. I wouldn't be a good journalist.
True. It's
You're not one
facts,
anyway.
dude. Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. The guy with the
Whoa.
made-up job title tells me I'm a bad journalist.
What is, something
what is my
architect?
job?
What's this
What
stupid
is my
card
job?
say?
Oh, it's my dick pills.
He said you gotta move my dick pills.
That's my new go-to whenever I pull out my wallet. I'm just like, oh, gotta move my dick
Let's
pills.
hang on, look at that, and then get the Magnum condom out of the way. It's right there.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I put it front and center so I can always access it. Conversion architect.
My bunk is you.
Oh yeah, that actually wasn't made up for me. He just didn't want to rewrite the card, so he just printed someone else's old title.
Nice. Bet you got a killer deal on that.
Yeah, I don't know, probably like $9 at Vistaprint.
Nice.
Then Scotty texted me on the side trying to poo-poo our trade that we made.
Ours?
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb for DeAndre Swift.
Oh.
Oh, you fucking bitch. Who's
You just called me a shitty journalist, so
Who's
why
not-
don't I just become a shitty
yeah,
journalist?
like
by
who's not
airing it all
protecting
out?
their sources now? What the fuck is this?
You don't protect your sources when your sources are a little bitch. That's the second rule of journalism.
Here, what'd Scotty say? I'll just read it for me.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but
read it
Zach
verbatim.
is an idiot. I'm sorry, but Zach is an idiot for that trade, dude. Swift went off against the Vikings and has only gone down in production every single week.
So CeeDee Lamb had one good game, and he's been kind of...
I know, but then Scotty tried to be like, oh, for sure CD Lamb will bounce back, but Swift won't. Even though DeAndre Swift is averaging 100 yards from scrimmage in the 3 games
He's a
since
featured
he
back,
went
and I'm starting
20 touches again.
I'm starting Etienne and Pacheco, and I was starting Madison over Pacheco. So like I have the room to take a risk at wide receiver with the other options that I have with Mike Evans doing pretty well, and it's becoming very obvious that Adam Thielen is Bryce Young's security blanket. That's his go-to guy when he goes through his reads. Like that's the safety throw for him, it seems. So,
hey Scotty, when you call me a bad journalist again, just go back to your pinned tweet, okay?
What is this pinned tweet?
5 ways to check in with friends and family. It's like a somnahome.com article. Just check in with friends and family.
It's written well, so I know you didn't write it.
Oof.
I'm not even gonna lie, that's a good one. Because
Did
I
you
like
see-
to support my friends and family. When
Did
they
you
make
see?
jokes about me.
Did you see what I offered Corey?
No.
I offered him Tyreek Hill and Sam Howell for Patrick Mahomes and Garrett Wilson.
Ugh.
Well, I know it sounds.
Yeah, but
But look at their
Garrett
points.
Wilson is.
Yeah, look at their
Yeah.
combined points are off by like 4 or 5. I think one's at 210, the other's at like 206 or something like that. Their point total so far. So it sounds like he's getting butt rammed, but you look at the points, it's still slightly not in his favor. But he'd be getting Tyreek Hill, who can score 30 in any given week, which is a wide receiver is pretty good.
Scotty, do you have a stand?
I don't.
Good. Zach, you have a stand?
I do, yeah. Early releases, dude. Like it's basically like I just tell myself that like, oh, I don't really have to work tomorrow. I mean, I have to go there, but it's an early release, so I was up till like midnight last night and didn't care like the whole day. The kids are like the teachers that leave lesson plans are like, who gives a shit? Just do whatever. So it was just chill.
I remember being like, when we were in high school, 2-hour delays were almost better than, I mean, they weren't better than snow days, but 2-hour delays, just like every class was like 27 minutes long.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yep.
So that's nice.
Yeah. So that was great. And the tag on bonus at the end is nothing on Monday. I just wish the Sunday night game was better.
Yeah. It's brutal.
Because now Daniel Jones isn't even playing.
Yeah. Who's their backup?
Tyrod Taylor?
That's a good guess for just anybody's backup. I think you're right.
Tyrod Taylor. My apologies. I don't mean to dead name him. Yeah, he's a giant. He's the back.
My bunk, or did you do your bunk?
No, I have not done my bunk yet. Is being dragged to friend dinners where I'm going tonight. I like Sonder, but it's the wife's friends sort of situation.
Yeah.
So it's gonna make me late going to Nathan's, which is a bummer. Ugh. So yeah, I hate just I have to pretend like I'm having a good time.
My bunk is Fanatics.
Ooh.
Haven't got my jersey.
Really?
Yeah, I was so jelly about, because you got your jersey in like a day. You basically Amazon primed it to
Yeah,
you.
Scotty won't get his till like next year.
Have you gotten yours?
No, it hasn't shipped.
Yeah, mine either.
Yeah.
And when I
wonder if Nathan got his.
I messaged someone there and they were like, we'll put in a ticket number to like someone higher up and they can answer your questions about it, but right now there's none in stock. But even though like on the website, the jersey I ordered, it says like size, click the size. It says in stock.
They're fucking 2 and 3. How are they out of stock?
Fucking 0-2 when I ordered it.
Yeah.
I don't know. My stand, obviously the weather, feeling like fall.
Oh yeah.
Big dub.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And then
these cold nights have been
yeah, and then right after,
air conditioning bill too. By the way, has been going down.
Yeah. And then my other stand was right after we recorded last week. I was going to volleyball, got my money back from when I was skating.
Right. Yeah.
So that was a nice hit.
Because that's where we left you last week.
I know. It was
Well, you were still up in the air.
Yeah.
George Clooney style.
right.
Great movie.
Good movie. Yeah, fifth third works better than Fanatics because they said 8 business days. I got it back in 3. So
That's just doing things
the right
100
way.
and whatever % or whatever they say.
A fifth third better.
A fifth third better. 130 something %.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Stardoms. Scotty.
Basketball coming up.
160.
Coming back?
Ooh, there you go.
I'm just gonna start.
Oh yeah, I saw that highlight of Jokic where they rolled the ball and he just picked it up, took like 3 steps and jacked up a 3, went in. This guy's been racing horses all off season, didn't miss a fucking beat.
Yeah, he's just the most nonchalant, like casually great legend ever.
Oh my god, I cannot. I would give my left fucking nut for a Bucks Nuggets finals.
I wouldn't.
Well, I know because you'd be afraid of losing, but I just just it being back, and I'm so excited to go see the Bucks play the Pacers next month.
Oh yeah, with Dame too.
Mm-hmm. Freak time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why we're even doing Boardwalk because basketball's on. So.
You're right. Do we have I forgot. Do we have a game, or are we just going straight into Boardwalk?
What?
I didn't know if we had a game. Oh no, we got to do our stardom sit-ups. My bad.
My stardom
I
is
apologize.
the Will Smith slap because
man.
it sounds like they haven't even been together since 2016. Jada Pinkett Smith
What?
and Will Smith.
You stole my sit-em.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
Wait, seriously? Why?
They said they've been separated for how many years?
Maybe 7.
They said 7 years.
Well, at the time of the slap, 6.
Yeah. Like, who does that? Like, for a woman who's you're not even with?
I know.
I guess mother of my children sort of thing. I guess I don't know. Keeping up
weird all around.
appearances.
Weird all around.
I know, and he could have been with Margot Robbie.
Oh, because that movie.
Well, he cheated on her with Margot Robbie.
Oh no shit.
Yeah,
That's confirmed?
The Rooms. Those are the Rooms. But you know,
if
her
you're gonna
and
cheat
Tupac
on-
were just Rooms too.
If you're gonna cheat on your wife, Jada, what? How do you say her name?
Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah, Pinkett. Is it P-I-N-K?
E-T-T.
Pinkett. Okay, yeah, Jada Pinkett Smith. Yeah, if you're gonna cheat on her, I mean, could you choose someone worse?
It could be. Yeah, it could be worse.
point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like that's, you know,
I mean,
at the very least.
I mean, I
that's
don't
like,
condone cheating, but like,
I do if it's Margot Robbie.
yeah.
And your wife is Jada Pinkett Smith, a known
only
bitch.
only if those parameters are in place do
Yeah.
I approve cheating.
Yeah.
My other stardom's Kevin O'Connell.
Why's that?
He said, "My expectation is we hit the gas with Jordan Addison this weekend. No pun intended."
Oh fuck!
Addison was pulled over this offseason,
Yeah.
speeding at 140 miles an hour.
He's going to save his dog.
Yeah, big dog guy.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
The biggest allegedly of all time. Throw "I'm saving my dog" in front of anything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had a medical emergency for my pet.
Yo, his
My
agent,
sit-em's Logan Paul.
his agent cooked.
So Logan Paul's supposed to fight Dylan Dennis tomorrow.
Is that not happening?
Logan Paul.
Didn't make weight.
No fucking
Logan-
way, dude.
Logan Paul said, okay, let me break it down. I spent 5 minutes looking at this. Well, yesterday, Logan Paul did an underhand throw of his microphone at Dylan Dennis. Dylan Dennis then did an overhand throw of the microphone at Logan Paul, cut him in the cheek. That was the whole thing. And then this
The water
morning,
bottle throw was pretty cool.
Yeah. And then this morning, Dylan Dennis tweeted that you had to weigh in between 10 and 11 a.m. Dylan Dennis weighed in at 10:15. Logan Paul missed the 11 a.m. deadline, but then, according to Dennis, called someone to give him another hour, and then he weighed in at 12:45 and made weight. And Dylan Dennis is like, "Nope, you didn't make weight. This is bullshit." Insinuating that Logan Paul was doing something behind the scenes to lose weight. And then he was like, "I'm fighting Jake Paul instead." And then Logan Paul was like, "Nice try. You just don't want to fight me." Blah blah blah. And now I think pretty sure the fight is still gonna happen tomorrow.
I mean,
Between Logan and Dylan?
Yeah.
why am I kind of on Dylan Dennis' side in that situation, though?
Yeah, kind of.
I just hate the
Oh, wait,
program, so I've been
wait.
on his side the whole
Actually,
time.
no, I'm not. No, I listened, or I'm not on his side. He, it sounds like he's scared. If you're you're just finding any reason for the fight not to happen, it sounds like you're a little bit scared. But
I thought, it looked like, after when he hit Logan with the microphone, I didn't see the cut on the cheek, and then I saw him go like this, and I thought he was pulling the old Ric Flair razor blade on the forehead thing. Yeah. Because he's been in wrestling, so he knows that
the behind angle
builds up. Yeah. But you could see
the behind camera angle. You could literally see it like as soon as it hit him. Yeah. Then the blood starts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't even.
That boy was leaking.
All right, we want to go into Boardwalk?
Sure.
I have a sit 'em.
All right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. It's Dak Prescott jerseys in the Skip Bayless household.
Oh, huge sit 'em. This is a good one. He's done that so many freaking times.
Yeah, like
killers have bodies in their basements. Skip Bayless just has 20 Dak Prescott jerseys in his basement garbage can.
No, he just like, what does he do? Does he just like go into the trash can after the video and just pull it back out so he can do it again?
So he can, yeah.
Like, cause
I've seen this guy do this so many times.
That's weird energy, dude. That's like super cringy energy. And then he like looked at the Micah Parsons jersey after the Niners,
almost threw it away,
and like he's like, and then like shook his head, put it over his shoulder. I'm like, dude, you are literally like a cancer.
Anyway. It's just so cringy the way, like, how does he record that? It's probably his wife records it.
Yeah,
Ernestine.
Yeah,
and it's just like
it feels like his wife has like a gun to her head, like, this is my new girlfriend.
Yeah, why doesn't he have a better kitchen, by the way? Why is his kitchen so small?
He's never there.
It's probably his like second house. Yeah.
You can afford all those jerseys, you can afford a better kitchen.
No, it's Fanatics. Okay, let's go into Boardwalk. An update on the records. Zach, despite the game of the year, good week, 5-2. Zach, Scotty tied for first place at 19-16.
Let's go.
I'm 18-17. Coming up the rear, Nathan 13-20-2.
Every fucking year, this guy.
No, I know. And Nathan just putting on a Nathan clinic in fantasy.
Oh God.
I just assumed his team was goated, and then all of a sudden, why did I shy away from it? I just like blink one morning, he's 9th out of 10.
Yeah.
It's because he drafts well, and then the first week his players go off. You're like, man, Nathan actually drafted really well. And
yeah,
then
it happened to me.
He makes no fucking adjustments or moves really, and then it just kind of like each player just kind of like slowly like dies down. He doesn't have any backups, and it's like, dude, all of a sudden it's literally the.
Is
he 1-4?
No, he's 2-3.
It's only
so you both, all three of you are 2-3.
Yes, yeah. All three of us are 2-3
in fantasy.
Kenny is 2-3 as well, and then Corey's 1-4.
And then the rest of us are 3-2,
Everyone's
except
3-2
for
except
Mags, who should be 3-2.
Who has scored the second fewest points in the league.
It's Daniel Jones's fault that he's not 3-2.
Yes.
Or my fault for not starting Sam Howell.
Mags is
1 week earlier.
His team has been scored upon the fewest, 726.
I'd be 4-1 and he'd be 3-2.
Scotty's team, or no, it would be Zach's team is the second, has allowed the second fewest points.
Yeah, that's why I'm 3-2.
All right.
A lot of that's luck, and I'm willing to admit that for sure.
Chase 952. Most points in the league by. It's 96 points over me.
It's getting him all the points as C-Mac and
he's had Eckler hurt this whole time.
Yeah. C-Mac's been giving him points, and who else?
DJ Moore last week.
Yeah.
Kittle last week.
Yeah. Well, Kittle.
But I thought Kittle would Russ and CJ Stroud.
I thought Kittle would have more points because he had 3 touchdowns, but he had 3
catches.
Yeah.
And less than 100 yards.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Boardwalk.
All right. First game in foggy London town.
Foggy London town.
This was in consideration for my game of the year.
Oh.
I mean,
really?
Let me refer. It's not.
Do you have the line as 4?
Yes.
Okay, it's moved since then.
It's not my game of the year.
Right.
But I was just kind
of
reaching.
It.
It was just
kind
of reaching.
Yeah.
Baltimore.
Minus 4.
Minus 4.
If you could still find them.
Really?
Yeah. It's 4.5 now.
Of course it is.
Minus 109.
The unders also I like, but I went with minus 4 instead.
I like the under in this game.
The Ravens, I love it, I think, the most because they're already out in London by like Monday, and the Titans are taking a red eye to London, which is what the Bills did. So maybe Ravens' first half might be a little bit better, actually. But I'll stick with minus 4.
Yeah.
And I love it even more because they lost to the Steelers.
Oh, my God.
I know. I'm sorry. Drop passes.
Yeah, you drop 3 touchdowns, you're not
They
going to win.
shouldn't have lost to the Steelers,
Right.
but for the sake of this bet,
Right.
I like that they did.
Right.
Because I think it's 6.5 if they beat the Steelers by 14.
Right.
Which they should have.
Right.
27-13.
Right. Yeah, mine's it's consensus with you. I like Baltimore this game -4.
Nathan also on Baltimore. Scotty.
I'm gonna go over 41.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also moved to 42, by the way.
Saw that. Okay.
Good line.
Scotty, kick us off with the next game. The Vikings are laying 3 in Chicago.
It's Soldier Field.
Total's 44.
Dude, I hate this game, actually. Let's go. I'm going to go with the under divisional game in Chicago. No Justin Jefferson.
It could be weather. Weather, too. Expecting some bad weather.
Yes, I knew that.
Okay. Nathan and I are on the same one.
Okay.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I just think the Justin Fields deal, it's getting a little overblown, and I think he faced 2 of the worst secondaries. No offense to the Broncos.
Yeah.
You can put a fence.
Okay, I'll put a fence. 'Cause I forgot
Offense.
you called me a terrible journalist.
Offense.
-3.
Pickett or
Minnesota.
chain link?
Huh?
Pickett or chain link?
Pickett.
White?
I'm a suburb guy.
Yeah. Not this suburb, but.
Used to be. Zach.
All right, where's my find the thing? I don't know. It looks like they changed up the layout a little bit. The stuff was like up at the top. You gotta go to the. Sorry. I like Vikings team total over 23.5. I was gonna say Vikings first half, but then you look at what they did against the Panthers the first half. They had to come back, and that was a bad team. So sometimes it takes the Vikings a little bit of time to get going, but second half team. I like them not enough to lay the 3, just because I think the Bears they've shown that they can go off as well. So I'm just gonna stick with Vikings to score 24 points.
I like it.
Yeah,
The Bengals are hosting the Seattle Seahawks.
love this game.
Total is 45. The spread. Bengals are favored by 3 points. Zach.
This is Bengals all day. Bengals -3. They're going to start. This is exactly where they start ramping up. They showed last week. They showed that they're back in form. At least for last week they were. And I'm gonna push my chips in on them being back, hitting their stride. They get what's a pretty good team, but they're getting them at home. And I think that the juices are flowing. Is T going to play?
Yeah.
Yeah. So. He's still trying to show out in a contract year, so I think we're going to see a lot more from him. Jamar Chase is going to build on a strong game from last week, breaking the franchise record for catches. So, yeah, this is Bengals all day.
That's why I was pissed about the Ravens, because they would have had 3 divisional wins all on the road, and it would have looked great for our AFC North bet.
Yeah.
That's why I forgot to mention. Crossfire.
Here we go.
My team already lost yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
was willing them to win. Hang the banner. Trimmed the deficit to 1 score in the fourth quarter.
When the Bengals go over 500, are you back?
Oh, buddy. If they win this game and the Niners game, we're talking dynasty.
Got to beat the 49ers when it matters.
Nathan, shut the fuck up. That was fucking 40 years ago. Nathan also on the Bengals. Scotty.
I'm going to go over 45.
Okay.
Geno Smith and overs, even though he didn't hit it last week, or the last time he played. But I think when he plays other high-powered offense, the Seahawks can answer. So I'm going over 45.
Okay.
Yeah, Bengals defense
Has been sus.
Yeah.
Even
it
last
hasn't
week.
though, really. They've only given
Yes, it
up.
has,
They've only
dude.
given up 8 passing touchdowns.
A sus off.
A sus off? I like that.
Only 8 passing touchdowns.
What? So what's it matter if add the rushing touchdowns?
Yeah, it doesn't count. Yeah, it doesn't count towards the total if it's a rushing
I'm just saying.
touchdown.
Yeah,
All right.
It's kind of been sus. Not against the
All
Rams.
right. Moving on.
The Rams was a perfect storm because the Rams had 4 backup offensive linemen and Trey Hendrickson just killed
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Stafford got sacked 6 times in that game?
That's fucking awesome. I hate that guy. All right.
Next game, 49ers. You don't like this game? 49ers Browns? 49ers at Browns. Line is 10. Over under at 36.
We have 9.5.
9.5.
Nathan has the Niners.
So do I.
I mean, I'd like it even more if I had it earlier.
Yeah.
6.5, 7.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think
Deshaun Watson was just ruled out. Like,
I don't think
while
it's
I was
gonna
driving
matter.
here.
I don't think it's gonna matter, dude. I'm gonna take the 9.5, and then I'm gonna get my bonus out of the way, which is San Francisco 49ers over 22.5 points. I think they're gonna put up 30 plus.
Could be a weather game.
It's 9.5.
It doesn't matter. They run the ball all the time.
10?
Do you want the Browns?
Yeah, I want the Browns at 10.
Ooh. I think that we go by what we wrote when I wrote it down.
Because you'd have to have the crossfire considerations.
I put it
It's in the chat.
It's up to 10.
We get that.
No. It's not in the chat, though. You did not write it
Yes,
down
it
in
is.
the chat. Okay,
Yes, it is in the chat.
Show me.
It's in there.
When
It's literally in there.
no, it's not. Because I said, like...
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Show me.
Yeah, Boardwalk. Baltimore -4 at
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
In there. It's like, you said, shouldn't we have the Browns game? Trash game, but we can replace it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we would have
And
put
then
it
Nathan
in.
goes down at 12 and says it's up to 10 at 12.
Okay. Okay, so then let's just go back to the old game then. Let's not do this game. Detroit, Tampa.
I think we just make it 10.
Well,
you
then
not
I get
confident in
fucked
10?
on the line.
Why don't we?
Well, it's like... It works both ways.
Leaving
'cause,
value on the table.
Scotty's getting over 41.5 in the Titans game. It's up to 42 now. But his bet is 41.5.
All right. I'll just take 49ers first half then, whatever that is. Let me look at it. First half. Come on, you fucking bitch. Spread first half is 4.5.
Okay. Scotty, you have Cleveland plus 10.
I do.
I don't have a bet.
In Cleveland.
This game sucks.
No, it doesn't.
I'm
great
nervous
game.
too because Jim Schwartz, it's like 9 times he's been the defensive coordinator against Kyle Shanahan. He's held him under 28 times.
Yeah, I just feel like this is a trap. Like as much of a trap.
Yeah, it's like
49ers are feeling.
Don't
high
overthink
right
it.
now.
Don't overthink it.
How hot? Like this is the epitome of like buying high. They just killed the Cowboys in a primetime game what everybody watched.
Don't overthink it.
And the Browns have killed. And the Browns defense at home has been fucking electric this year, despite like.
Yeah, but they've hit some shitty offenses at home.
Look, this is, and they've been gifted weather advantage against the Bengals as
they
well.
gave 28 to the Ravens, and they're not really lighting the world on fire.
No.
Was it 28?
If you guys were saying this about the Eagles against the Jets, I would say yes, because that's a team that is definitely beatable and can get trapped in a game like this. But not the 49ers, man. That they're exempt from this, especially considering that the Browns are trotting out an XFL quarterback. So, I don't know. And then that guy could get injured, then we get the guy who sucked against the Ravens in.
I'm going to take the Niners money line.
What is that, minus 450?
No. Well, then, if I'm worried about the Browns slowing down the Niners offense, I guess I'll just plug my nose and take the Browns team total under 12.5. That's an awful number.
Jesus.
That's a terrible
Minus
number.
520 on the money line, by the way, Zach.
I might have to take it.
I'll go San Francisco first half.
Minus 4.5?
Minus 4.5.
Yes, sir.
I'll try not to overthink it.
Don't overthink it.
I'm overthinking. Sunday Night
Well,
Football.
we'll take it together. We'll take it together.
Sunday Night Football is a stinker.
Yeah.
Giants, 14.5 point dogs in Buffalo, totals 44.5.
They had all week to flex us out and show us.
I know.
and
So
say,
this is
Can you
moved to
flex this early?
This has moved to 15.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah,
because
that's-
Daniel Jones is out. This is a game that I don't love.
Yeah. It's a stinker.
I kind of like it.
But here's what I like. Every time I look at a spread this big, I'm just like, don't take, it's the NFL, blah, 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 professionals. It's like, it's a huge spread. Don't take that. And I'm just like, why not? It's like, why? Like, the Bills are coming off a loss in Jacksonville. Why
Talk
not
about
let
a team with a bleak outlook right now.
Giants?
The Giants.
Yeah.
Just gave Daniel Jones all that money.
Yeah. and he
sucks.
Yeah. He's a empty tin can.
Hey, come on. Maybe the Giants, maybe thought that he would be good.
Well, I'll give you my pick.
I'm taking the Bills. Minus 14.5. I'm laying it.
Okay.
I don't give a shit. Like, it's going to be shitty. Let's go into it thinking it's going to be shitty. It's going to be shitty.
Yeah.
27-7.
I don't care what it is.
I've got under 44 in this game. Or whatever.
44.5.
Or 44.5, sure. It's 44 now, so that's even better. O-line. Thank you.
I don't care what it is. I'm taking Buffalo team total over. I don't care what it is.
All right. You want me to look at that?
Yeah, I've been trying to find it for like the last 5 minutes, and I cannot.
29.5. Get them to 30.
Get them to fucking 30.
The road to 30. I actually kind of like that. I like that a little more.
Yeah.
I like that a little more.
A little more.
A little more.
A little more.
Nathan has the Giants. I'm crossfiring with him.
Jesus, dude.
That did play a role in my pick.
Yeah.
That's
the one you don't
All right. Bonus and lock. I already got my bonus out of the way.
Bonus out of the way. My bonus was my other game in contention for game of the year, Lions.
Ooh, -3. They are playing
which is
in
a
Tampa.
crossfire with Nathan. He has Tampa +3 as his bonus. Scotty, your bonus.
Yeah,
I just think Tampa's overrated.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys Chargers under 51.
Ooh.
This is
never taking an under in the
Sharp.
Chargers again.
Yeah, the Chargers. I can't read this game very well, and the Chargers could charge, but I also think like the Cowboys defense is
the Cowboys could cow.
Yeah.
My lock is the Chargers.
Your lock is the Chargers.
Yeah.
What's the spread?
2.5.
2.5.
Plus 2.5.
And that brings me to my lock, right?
Yes.
Yes. Saints -1.5 on the road against Houston. A lot has been, bandied about my lock of the week of the century this week was going to be a player prop. It was going to be Stroud to throw a pick.
I just wrote that down.
Because me and Nathan were in here. I'm like, if he doesn't throw a pick in this game, I am hammering that shit for next week. And he threw a pick like 5 minutes later. Yeah, he threw one last week.
No, he didn't.
I watched him do it.
No, he didn't.
Did they call it off?
He doesn't have a pick. No, 7 touchdowns, no picks.
I'm gonna have to go look at the box score from last week.
I'm looking at it now.
The box score from last week? I watched him throw a pick. Did they call it off? Because Nathan will vouch for that. We were sitting because I said it, and 5 minutes later, threw a fucking pick. I'm not like saying like, not willing to admit that I'm wrong. Because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But holy shit, I could have swore I saw him throw a fucking pick last week. Let's see. Yeah, it says it doesn't. They must have called it off. It must have been a penalty or something because it was a red zone cutaway. They must have threw a flag and didn't go back in. Classic red zone. Never shows you what you need to see. All right, yeah. Then I love that. I love CJ Stroud.
I just do. I literally wrote that down.
Oh.
Nathan's lock: Colts +4 in Jacksonville.
Gross. Yuck.
Yeah. The only time
I like the bet.
Well, here's the thing.
Like it.
Here's what I'll say about this is that the only time I think Gardner Minshew is going to beat your team is if he comes in the middle of the game. I don't think, being able for the Jags to game plan, knowing that they're going to get Gardner Minshew, I think this is the game where you see him not have that. It's kind of, remember a couple years ago in Jacksonville when he was like, "We ain't done," and then they went on to lose the rest of their games. Yeah, they went 1-15. So
I like the pick. I'm a little nervous about it. I kind of see both sides. But also, I think I bet anytime I bet a Jacksonville game in Jacksonville, crazy shit happens.
Great spot for a teaser here, by the way. Get him up to +10.
4 to 10?
Like what? Andrew Beck
Yeah.
a touchdown?
Andrew Beck scoring a touchdown is very much one.
Yeah.
Game that almost made my card but didn't. Patriots +3. I think maybe the under 41. I'm gonna bet that. Not part of Boardwalk, but I need to write down. I'm gonna bet that. Yeah. I think the Patriots win this game.
We got bonus. Scotty, did you give your lock?
Oh, no, Scotty's lock.
Yeah.
I need my lock, yeah. Can you tell me what the Dolphins team total is?
Yeah, absolutely. Miami Dolphin. Where are they on the list? Oh, there they are. Playing Carolina at home. Spreads 13.5. You need their team total is 30.5.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I'll take Detroit, Tampa Bay over 42.
The
Like
Detroit,
that,
Tampa.
Like that.
Detroit overs are fun.
I'm betting that just so Scotty and I get back on good terms.
Detroit over. Detroit overs
We were
are
never on bad
nice.
ones.
We called him a
won
bad.
an hour ago.
Yeah, well, not even an hour ago. You called him a bad journalist.
You call me a bad trader. And then he
I'm not the only
exposed
one.
me.
Tease and thank you.
What? Yeah.
Which
Can I
hit last
guess?
week.
Can I guess what it is?
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, I like this.
Eagles down to half.
Give me your official guess.
Okay, Eagles down to -0.5, and
I'm guessing too.
left hand up the Commandos to +8.5.
Incorrect.
Okay, Scotty.
Chargers and Texans.
Oh, okay. Scotty was gonna guess.
Oh shit! Sorry.
It's all right. Chargers to 8, and Houston to 7.5.
Chargers were my lock. So
Sure.
yeah. Zach, lock of the week of the century. Good flip, by the way. Last week I listened. You had one. I wrote it down as a loser, and then you're like, "But I'm not taking that. I'm taking Colts team total over," and that hit. So
Yeah, I actually placed it too. Good
what
bet.
do you got here?
Good bet. Which was on the ropes in that game, because
So-
if they didn't get that, if they had
settled for 3.
right,
Yeah.
so there was, yeah. It was on the ropes there for a minute. Lock of the week of the century this year. You're going to find this bet. Mosey on your way on down to L.A. We're looking at the Cardinals and Rams game. Is it the spread? No. Is it the over/under?
Can I guess?
No, sir. Yes, you can guess.
I'm gonna guess that it is Rams team total under 27.5.
That's freaky. It is, in
Yeah?
fact, Rams team total under 27.5. Cardinals defense is a defense that I don't think gets. It did get some credit going up to that Bengals game.
I think they've gotten shit on the last 2 games. Niners and
think so?
Bengals, and they don't pressure the quarterback well.
Yeah, I don't think you have to be a fantastic upfront defense to pressure the Rams. Not to say
That's
anything
fair.
bad about the Bengals front, but they got to the quarterback, and I think that the Cardinals aren't going to have a problem here either. I think I can see the Rams relying on the run game here quite a bit, taking an early 10-0 lead, 10-3 lead, and then you're going to see a lot of runs. Their defense, I think, is going to get after Dobbs pretty well. They're not going to have to. It's not going to be a boat race. So I could see them easily putting up 20 points in this game, walking away with a 10-point win.
Okay. We have Nathan's player prop, which
Sound excited
is 2
about
and 3. I don't know what to do here because it's in no way does it make sense because he has DeAndre Hopkins over 3.5 catches. But right now on Barstool, it's 4.5, and the over's -148, which would make Nathan's pick like -200.
Yeah.
So should we give him 4.5?
Yeah.
Knowing it's -148?
Yeah, and we can give him, if you want, when I talk to him later, I can see if he wants to do an alternate pick, put it in the chat. Give him a chance to.
Might be Stroud pick.
That's
Might
big
be
of
his
you.
player prop.
Yeah.
That's big of you.
I love Stroud pick.
All right, Scotty, you got your.
I'm only going to
first
have a
betting.
handful of picks this weekend because
yeah.
I'm not betting a ton, but that'll be one of them.
Yeah, I think it'll be a QB sneak by Josh Allen on prime time.
Josh Allen, first touchdown scorer.
Hey,
Nice.
what's the record there for first touchdowns?
Then 0-5.
Ah, okay.
It's about to be 1-5.
Right.
Bitch.
What's the record for the tease and thank you though, and the
Everyone else is 2 and 3.
Oh, okay.
Not that far behind.
You just need
Tease
to-
thank you off to a rough start of the season.
Always does.
Were they? I thought we were
Always.
electric last year.
What?
Oh, last year it started 3-0, and then it went 3
Yeah.
and 6.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it was brutal.
I'm surprised you didn't put the Niners in your teasing. Thank you.
Have you ever laid at one of these two teamers and been like, "There's like this is so"? You've never not been like so confident when you lay a two teamer.
No. Well, no, I didn't do the Niners because I do 6-point teasers. So
Right.
getting them down to
4 doesn't really help.
yeah,
It'd be 3, right?
it'd be
If you had it at 9,
yeah, it'd be
isn't
4
6.
like right now.
Oh yeah.
Like I always do the Wong teaser, either like 7.5 down to getting it down to under a field goal and getting it over 7.
right?
Well, a 7-point teaser. If you wanted to, if you're into that sort of thing with the Seahawks and the Niners,
3 teams all do 7-point teasers.
Is that offered on our book?
No,
No, I was gonna say
the 3 teamers are 6 points for some reason.
That's
but they're plus money.
yeah.
Is money offered on your book anymore?
What?
Is money even offered on your book anymore?
We got paid today.
Yeah, I got paid today.
Oh, fuck yeah!
I sent you your sweetheart winnings.
I know. Thank you.
Speaking of
You
sweetheart,
think I would have sent you that money if I hadn't got it yet?
I was
No. Fuck no.
Scotty. You missed your chance badly. Once I told the story about me getting scammed for $4,500 last week to send me a request for the podcast on Venmo.
Oh, that would have been
fuck.
that would
That
have
would have been
hit,
so
dude.
funny.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll do
speaking.
it right now.
Stop.
You got to do it when he's not expecting it. You can't
Yeah.
do it now.
You got
Are you expecting it, Shelby?
You're fucking excellent at doing it right after I get groceries. Like the second I get to my
Do
car.
it when he comes. Do it when he comes home on Sunday. He just spent money on a hotel room.
Yeah, but that's law school. I've had this book since like
Yeah.
September
Yeah.
or October. Or,
It's a wedding in West Virginia.
yeah,
Are they cousins?
it's her coworker and her coworker's cousin. Okay,
Oh.
sweetheart.
The way you just dropped that.
Sweetheart teaser.
Just a little.
Sweetheart teasers 4-1 plus 2.70 units.
We have
Talk
a
about
build
the
one.
one.
Yeah, we're about to
Let's talk
build
about
one.
the one.
Well, we don't have Nathan.
We do have Nathan's. I asked him for it.
Oh, sweet.
We can't build it though on our book.
Zach, I wish I could make you that excited. And you
So does your wife.
All right.
We have Nathan's. He's just following his lock with the Colts plus 17.
Love it. Great pick.
I love it. Yeah, I actually like +4 too.
I'm going with Detroit plus 10. Wagon Factory. Zach, none of us have put an over and under in yet. I'm wondering.
Oh
when
yeah, we
that-
did. I
we
had the
did.
Broncos over.
Oh, you did. Okay, my bad. Oh, yeah,
With
it was ease.
ease. With ease.
I really think all 4 times we've hit that if we didn't even tease, they would have won as like a 4-leg parlay.
Yeah, I actually think so too.
But the second we decide not to,
yeah.
It won't
we?
happen again now.
No,
because
for
you
sure.
said that out loud. It won't. happen.
maybe we take our 4 and
Straight
put a
up.
fiver on it. What?
Left hand up.
Commanders.
Commanders plus 15.5.
Okay. I like Nathan clamoring for credit on Bengals plus 10 last week. Like he moved the spread 13 points and was bragging about it.
He
guys
was
didn't
just
say anything
thankful
about
that
my-
he was
my
just. I
13
was just.
spread move.
I was up his ass when when the Cardinals went up early, and he was the last leg of the sweetheart.
That's
I was
4
like,
o'clock.
if this doesn't hit Nathan,
All right, Scotty.
Bills.
Bills down to
-2.
-2.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Atlas hated that
You don't.
pick.
You don't like it? What's wrong with it?
I like it. I laid 14.5 with them.
Yeah.
They better fucking win.
Dude, all they gotta do is win.
I don't know why.
No, they don't have to just win. They have to win by 3
Yeah.
That's basically
Yeah, I don't
winning. No, by 3?
because it's -2.
No,
It
by
pushes.
2. Oh yeah. Right.
Like, I don't know why it makes me nervous that, like,
You're moving the line 15 points, and you're like, they just have to push.
yeah. Like,
All right, I'll choose something.
No, that's not how
that's
that's
your
not how
pick.
sweetheart works. We're allowed to shit on it, but you can't change it.
I'm not shitting on it. I just don't know why, like,
It scares me.
it scares me when you're not getting it to plus money on a really
plus,
good team.
like way plus. Yeah,
Should we add the Patriots?
like if we were
Yeah,
going
it's,
no,
it's 4 teamers on our book.
like it's like the even. I'd feel better if it was like the Eagles, just
up to like 7.
Yeah.
It's just there's something about like, if they lose the game, we're fucked.
Oh, for sure. If they win by 1, we're fucked.
We're gonna be good though. The Bills are gonna win by more than a field goal.
Yeah. The Giants fucking suck. But
please.
and it's in Buffalo.
Or the Giants are better.
It's in Buffalo. It's in Buffalo.
And the Bills are coming off a loss.
Yeah,
they're gonna destroy them.
Yeah, if the Bills lose
Good
to the
pick,
Giants,
Scotty.
Thanks. You just became my favorite journalist.
It's a pick.
Now I'm out. I'm off it.
I'm off it. All right.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of journalists.
All right, man.
Is that our show?
Hey, I think that's our show. Exactly an hour.
Nice.
Sweet spot.
Sweet
Love
spot.
it. Love you, boys. Scotty, you coming down Sunday to beat Mirabel?
I think so.
All right.
Cool.
I'll be there.
I'll be driving back.
Jenna might come.
I'll be driving back from West Virginia. I should be getting there like around noonish.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to leave West Virginia
Sure.
early enough to get back here by noonish. I didn't know what you were going to do because the
I'll be
Ravens
there.
play at 9:30.
Oh, I'll just watch it here, and then it'll be over before.
Okay.
Those are usually over by noon.
Okay. I was going to suggest
12:30.
if you wanted to come down and you could watch the game at Oak Tav, they do a Sunday brunch.
Oh, Jenna's not going to want to do
Is
that.
Jane Money coming?
Yeah, she'll be coming, so she's not going to want to
Okay.
leave the house that early. So I'll be up at like right at 9
Okay.
to shower, eat, and then watch the game at 9:30, and then hopefully when I leave, they're up, 15, and then by the time I get to your house, they lost the game.
Sounds good. All right, is that our show?
That's our show.
Here we go. There's a little place where the sun sleeps late and pulls himself a shot of tequila. It's a little place called Pleasure Island. That's where I'd like to feel ya. It's easy to find just beyond the last wave, where the dolphins and whales are mating. Sail all day and all night and then take a hard ride. That's where I'll be awaiting. Pleasure Island, island of pleasure. No need to stop and think. Pleasure Island, a beautiful treasure. Come on down and have a drink.